All right, so in this weekly fragrance rotation, we finally got some warm, hot, and sunny weather. So that means I finally got to pull out some of my more fresh, bright, citrusy fragrances. So stay tuned and find out what fragrances I chose to wear throughout the week. Hey, what's going on guys? Hunter here and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, what I do is I make fragrance related content. So if you love fragrances, go to smash the subscribe button down below. But that's right guys, another week means of course another weekly fragrance rotation. Now, if you are new to my weekly fragrance rotations, what I pretty much do is I tell you what fragrances I chose to wear on each day, the kind of weather it was, the temperature, how many sprays, and if we got any compliments or not with that particular fragrance. So per usual guys, let's start this week off on Sunday. All right, so for Sunday actually happened to be Mother's Day. Now, on Mother's Day, I was actually really busy. I was doing errands and stuff like that. And the fragrance I chose, because it was kind of a sunny day, I think it was in like the high 60s though, but I actually chose to wear Mancera's Hindu Kush. Now, with the name of Hindu Kush, obviously you're gonna be expecting this to be like a cannabis heavy fragrance, which there is definitely a note of cannabis within the composition, but it doesn't come across like somebody smoking weed or anything like that. It just smells extremely green, kind of herbal and a little bit medicinal as well. But man, the sillage you get with Hindu Kush is out of this world, man. The sillage is just so good. Now, I actually did get a compliment on Hindu Kush when I was at the grocery store, and when I was passing by this woman, she's like, wow, somebody smells amazing. So I didn't really like talk to her about it or anything like that. She just said that out loud kind of. And yeah, so people do, I guess, like this one. It's not, like I said, doesn't smell like weed. It's not that daring. It just smells very herbal and very green. But yeah, one of the best from Mancera that I've tried so far. And I did end up actually doing 8 sprays of this stuff. So I did go a little bit heavy with Hindu Kush. You wouldn't expect this one to be that strong, but man, it is actually pretty strong and it lasts quite a long time. So yeah, that's what I chose to wear for Sunday. All right, so for Monday, I am back at work for the week, my first day at work. Now, I actually chose to wear this fragrance because of what's going on, and I had to show my support for Johnny Depp. And of course, I chose to wear Sauvage, the original EDT, for that occasion. Now, for Monday, it was sunny as well in like the mid or low 70s, if I'm not mistaken. I did go 8 sprays of Sauvage. Now, Sauvage is a fragrance that I never wear anymore, to be honest with you guys. It's just not my favorite fragrance, and it's way overplayed. You smell this all the time out in public, and there's just really no reason for me to really wear this one anymore. I like to stand out from the crowd and smell a little bit different. So yeah, Sauvage is kind of generic and a little bit boring now, but at the end of the day, it does smell good. It's very peppery, very heavy on ambroxan. Of course, it has that blue kind of shower gel DNA. And yeah, man, it was nice to revisit this one for so long because I've had this fragrance in my collection for probably around like 5 years or so. It's one of my oldest bottle within my collection now. So yeah, it was nice to wear this one. It kind of reminded me of back in the day and stuff. So that's what I chose to wear for work and to support Johnny Depp on Monday. All right, so for Tuesday, I'm back at work pretty much most of the day. And it was a very hot, almost like in the 80s and very sunny day. And when I woke up on that day, I wanted to smell like a king. So I had to pull out Creed's Aventus. This is pretty much the king of men's fragrances, especially in the niche world. Aventus is just so good, man. Now, with this fragrance, I did go 8 sprays. And if you were wondering, my batch is actually the 19S31 batch, which is known to be, I think, the best 2019 batches there is. So yeah, this is just an extremely balanced batch with fruitiness. It has a little bit of smokiness. Just all in all, an incredible fragrance, man. Aventus is worth having in any men's fragrance collection, or if you're into fragrances at all. It just works, and everyone loves Aventus. Even though I get most compliments from guys wearing this one because it does come across very masculine, almost like an alpha male kind of fragrance, so they always want to know what I'm wearing. But on that day, I did not get any compliments, but usually people do really enjoy Aventus. So that's what I chose to wear for Tuesday to work, is the king. All right, so for Wednesday, also at work, and it was in the 80s and another sunny day. It's pretty much been sunny throughout the whole week, which has been nice. Finally, I'm so over the winter and the cold, so it's finally came around. And I actually chose to wear a classic, which is Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male, made by the perfumer Francis Kurkdjian. You guys probably know who that is since he released his own brand, Mason Francis Kurkdjian, but he was behind this. I believe this might have even been his first creation, if I'm not mistaken. But with Le Male, it does come across very bubblegummy, but I also get some kind of greenness to the composition as well. Now, on that day to work, I did go 8 sprays. I didn't get any comments with Lamal. Even though this is sort of a crowd-pleasing fragrance, it may come across a little bit dated to a lot of people now. To me, it still stands the test of time, even in this generation. So yeah, I do enjoy Lamal. I'm definitely gonna be wearing this one a little bit more. I haven't really reached for this one in quite some time, but yeah, it was a pleasant wearing on Wednesday. All right, so for Thursday, it was extremely hot. I believe it was the hottest day of the week. It was in the high 80s, almost 90 degrees, and it also extremely sunny per usual. And I actually decided to pull out a cheapie banger for the summertime. And of course, I'm talking about Hugo Boss, Hugo Reverse. Now, these have been popping up at your local like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and stuff like that for extremely cheap, like 20 bucks for 75 mil. And man, at that price, this is definitely worth it. It does come across a little bit more youthful and juvenile, but for the summer, you cannot go wrong with this scent profile. It opens up very vibrant with grapefruit and bergamot, extremely bright, extremely juicy as well. It does kind of have a slight similarity to Roja Parfums Elysium. If you don't know that fragrance, I love that fragrance for the summer. It's a very complex summer fragrance. Like, unlike this one, which does come across a little bit linear, the only thing that changes is from the opening to the dry down, it adds in some vetiver, so it is a little bit woody in the base, a little bit grassy. But at the end of the day, man, this stuff is good. The only thing also that it's lacking is the performance. This stuff does not perform good at all, at least on my skin. On that day, I actually did go 10 sprays, a little bit heavier than I was going throughout the week. But yeah, it was pretty pleasant to wear, especially when it's heating up on your skin and stuff like that. Man, that grapefruit is just so juicy, so vibrant, and so bright. And for 20 bucks, yeah, you cannot go wrong with this fragrance. So that's what I decided to wear to wrap off the work week on Thursday. I got no compliments from Hugo Boss, Hugo Reverse either, but it is extremely crowd pleasing. There's nothing that no one really wouldn't like about this one, but yeah, that's what I chose to wear. All right, so on Friday now, it was another 80 so degrees day, very sunny. And I pulled out a fragrance that the name just says it all, guys. And of course, I'm talking about Authenticity Perfumes Summer Vibes. Now, Authenticity Perfumes is one of my favorite indie houses by far. They come out with some of the most unique creations that are not clones, and for the prices, man, this stuff is just so good. Now, unlike the Hugo Reverse, which was another kind of citrusy, fruity, bright summer fragrance that does not last, Summer Vibes does not have that problem, guys. This thing lasts around 12 hours on my skin and projects like a monster, man. This is just too good for the summertime. Now, this actually is also very, very citrusy, very fruity, but it does also kind of have like a powdery kind of vibe to it, to my nose at least. Now, on that day, I did go 8 sprays, my usual spray routine as of lately. But on Friday, I pretty much just stayed at home most of the day and cleaned. I did like a deep clean. I cleaned all my fragrances, and that is pretty much a half-day event in and of itself, dusting all these things off, dusting the shelves and stuff like that. So I always kind of dread doing that, but it has to be done. So that's what I pretty much did, was just do a deep clean. And man, Summer Vibes was so pleasant. I got no compliments because I wasn't really around anyone either. But yeah, I cannot wait to wear this one more around like the pool in the summertime, maybe go on a vacation to the beach or whatnot. It just is perfect for that. All right, so wrapping the week off on Saturday. On Saturday, I pretty much just relaxed at home most of the day, watched UFC in the evening. I just kind of wanted to be like a homebody on that day because I did a deep clean of the house. And I just also wanted to wear something that came across very clean and just wasn't really overpowering. And I put out the perfect fragrance, in my opinion, for that. And of course, I'm talking about Acqua di Parma's Colonia. Now, Colonia is a timeless classic masculine fragrance that's been around for over 100 years and still stands up to this day, and is still pretty popular, at least to my knowledge, and for good reason, man. This has one of the best lemon openings I've ever got my nose on. It's a very authentic, natural lemon in the top of this thing. And Acqua di Parma just do eau de colognes like the best. Now, obviously, with an eau de cologne, you're not gonna expect this one to be like a nuclear fragrance or a beast mode performer, but for me, off my skin, this thing actually projects very decently. Now, I do like to mention this when I talk about this, is that usually like eau de colognes, eau de toilettes project more than like eau de parfums and straight to parfums, because alcohol is what make a fragrance project. So yeah, this thing projects off my skin very good for around like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and then it starts to settle down. It doesn't last that long, but the projection is definitely there. And I did go 3 sprays of this stuff, so not too heavy. I kind of, like I said, just wanted to have a clean smelling, fresh fragrance that wasn't gonna be overpowering and like obnoxious. And that's perfect with Acqua di Parma Colonia. So that's what I chose to wear to wrap off the week, is Colonia by Acqua di Parma. So, per usual, guys, I hope you did enjoy this weekly fragrance rotation. Now, let me know down below what you guys chose to wear throughout the week. And always leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. And I'll catch all you guys in the next upload. Take care, everybody.